Okay, today we're going to grow some cilantro. This is a great plant to grow indoors in the wintertime. I like to grow it year round, but it's especially nice to have something fresh in the winter. So let's get some planted up. Okay, today I'm going to plant some cilantro seeds. Cilantro is used widely in Mexican dishes, and other cultures use it as well because it's been found in a lot of places. It grows wild in Western Asia, Southeast Europe, and it's been found in Israel, Greece. But most people like it. I do, and I like to grow my own. There's no reason not to, because it's easy to grow, and you won't have to buy it if you grow it yourself. Okay, so the size pot you're going to need will depend on how much cilantro you want. This is a 6-inch pot, and I found that this is plenty big enough for all the cilantro 2 people are ever going to use. So get yourself a nice quality potting mix and fill your pot almost all the way up. Press it down. Then you're going to want to make sure that this potting mix is good and damp. Okay, just put a generous amount of water in. Let it soak in. Okay, now that your soil is damp, just take your seeds and sprinkle several in. I would say there's probably 50 to 100 seeds in here. I like mine thick. Cilantro is rarely grown as a single plant, and thicker the better as far as I'm concerned, but you can decide how many plants you want. Okay, now this is very important. Some people like to put an inch of soil over the top. Me, I don't. I like a very thin layer. I just spread it out. Just a thin layer. And if you can see some of them poking out, that's fine too. Just barely cover them up. Now that you have your seeds all covered up, just get a squirt bottle. This way you don't disturb anything. Make sure it's good and damp. All right, now cover with cling wrap. I like to use cling wrap because it's real clear and I can see through it, so I know when they start growing, which should be 3 to 5 days. Now we'll put this under the grow lights. Okay, in a few days we'll come back and see how we're doing. All right, it's been 5 days. Let's check. Looks like we have some cilantro coming up here. You can see some of it's here, some small ones. You can see some just barely peeking up all over. This would be a good time to remove the plastic and then give it a little spray with some water. All right. We'll leave it underneath the lights and we'll come back in a couple more days. Okay, it's now been 10 days since I planted this cilantro. Looks like it's all coming up really nicely. This would be a good time to set this in front of a sunny window. You don't want too much sun at first. Just a few hours would be nice, or some indirect sun would be good as well. And this will keep on growing. Pretty soon you'll be harvesting fresh cilantro. Okay, it's just 3 weeks later and this is what we have. You can start harvesting this right now, getting off a little bit at a time, and this should last you for several months. So enjoy.